Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is the 18th of September, my birthday. I turned 37 today. Monday, Victory Monday, about 10:15 p.m. Central Time, my time. Gonna go over the game real quick that we had yesterday and what could be this season. Before I get into that, guys, if you are watching and you have not subscribed, that red subscribe button costs you nothing. It is free. It's a free investment. So I guarantee you, in time, my show will grow into a show that you will look forward to watch, just like Law Nation and all them other top dogs that we look forward to watching. First goal is to get 500 subs and 1,000. When I hit 1,000, it's going to take off. Microphone, studio equipment, sound bites, a desktop just for this with film and graphics so I can visually show y'all certain things that I'm talking about. This seems to work for Mike Fisher. So on the count of three, guys, if you have not subbed, I promise you, you will not regret it, guys. On the count of three, hit that sub button, subscribe button. 1, 2, 3. Boom, hit it. If you did it, you're a real one. I love you for it. Like Mike Fisher says, that thumb, that like button helps beat the algorithms, basically get your video viewed more. On the count of three, guys, in unison, hit that like button. 1, 2, 3. Like, boom. If you did it, you're a real one, and I love you for it. One more quick thing. I'm seeing smaller content creators that can edit, add just their Cash App name on the bottom of their screen for added donations, I guess. Since I don't have a phone, I have a Galaxy 22, doesn't edit, or I don't know how to edit it. I did one on paper a few months ago. Basically, top 3 donators after week 18 at Washington during the season. If y'all get for real with me, help me grow this show. Top 3 donators of this season. First place will get playoff tickets, maximum 3 persons. Second place will get 2 jerseys of your choice. Third place will get an Emmitt Smith Rookie of the Year card, possibly autographed by that time, as I'm part of a group called Star Status Houston Chapter. It's a 13th chapter. First one originated in L.A. They went up to the Star this week, met all the Cowboys players, met Jerry again, got tickets to the game. I was not able to go as I am in a transition of getting a new beautiful house that God has blessed us with. But basically the name's right there. Money sign, lowercase c, lowercase m, 65466. It's in every chat. If you do donate, let me know in the chat that it was you and how much, so I can keep a log throughout the long season that we are about to embark on. My word counts. Help me grow this channel. And I will have a call-in line also for my live shows. Call-in lines are essential. I've been watching this team since Super Bowl 28. I was 6. Ever since then, I've seen about every snap of every play since 94 on. So we're 2-0. And we are a solid 2-0. 70-10. Outscoring our opponents. Our defense has allowed 1 touchdown and has scored 1 touchdown. The 1 touchdown that we allowed was just a quick slant to Garrett Wilson. Malik Hooker took a horrible angle. Wilson shouldn't have scored. Hooker should have been able to take him down. But, I ain't going to complain. 10 points, 10 points. I got 5 topics I want to hit on real quick. I mean, we basically took the Jets after they came back against Buffalo, who wasn't a pushover, and handed their ass to them like we did the other team in New York. Like we're going to do to Arizona this weekend. I know Arizona's gaming every week, but in Glendale, Arizona is going to be a slaughterhouse. And it's going to be more practice for our offense. We're in a new style offense. Week 1 was the first time that we played against another team in our new offense. So week 3 should be more practice for this offense to get more acclimated to the Texas Coast nicknamed offense, basically West Coast style implemented with what we already had. And I don't care what they say. Yeah, we had, 5 red zone drives, 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals, something like that. That's without Tyler Smith, without Brandon Cooks against that Jets defense. And I bet you the Jets defense that doesn't allow 30 maybe but one more time this season. That's a real defense we went against. Put up 30 on offense. Oh, we won the coin toss. I thought we lost it because I was in a loud place. I thought we lost it. But we won the coin toss and elected to receive opposed to defer. And Mike McCarthy wanted to make a point. And he did. We took the opening drive touchdown. A 6-minute drive. Boom. Jake Ferguson in the end zone. Mike McCarthy is looking like a genius now, letting Kellen Moore go, the offensive coordinator. 2021, we had the number 1 overall offense. Last year, we had the number 4 overall offense. Looked great, right? But anytime we played real defense, we couldn't do nothing. Mike McCarthy can still call plays, it's looking like. He's starting to look like the man again. He's walking up and down that sideline with confidence with that play calling sheet. Because he is calling the game situationally. As Kellen Moore, I believe Chargers lost in overtime week 2. So they're 0-2. Kellen Moore's offense putting up points, but they're not putting the points up the right way. There's a difference between being able to score and play situational football. We can still score. I mean, the Giants, we had 26 offensive points in the monsoon. Against the Jets, we had 30. Especially when you have a defense like we have and a special teams like we have, you play complementary football. We ran the ball 40-plus times, had the ball 42 minutes of the game against the Jets, opposed to their 18 minutes. Therefore, the dominance. Before this season, Micah Parsons was talking about how much pain they felt leaving the Bay Area last January, how close they were. And then Micah Parsons was saying, if we take away them threes, them field goal drives, because I believe San Fran had 1 touchdown drive in that game, then if they can't score, they can't win. And he's starting to talk about 2000 Ravens defense, that they want to come out and be similar to that type of defense, which is in the top tier. You got the 2000 Ravens in 85 years as the number 1, number 2 defense all time. Then you got the second tier. Like I say, the second tier is like the LOB, the no-fly zone, the 02 Bucks. I say the 99 Bucks, the 2 Giants defenses in the late 80s, Cowboys defense, Steel Curtain in the 70s. Those type defenses. Pittsburgh Steel Curtain, Cowboys Doomsday. But the 2000 Ravens defense allowed 165 points in a 16-game season, allowed 970 rushing yards all year, not even 1,000 total rushing yards. Was just insane with it. Can this defense be as good as the 2000 Ravens defense? Because off the jump, we look like we could be. I mean, we don't have the defensive tackles that team did. The reason why that defense was so good is because they had Sam Adams and the late Tony Siragusa, 2 really good one-tech DTs in a 4-3 scheme, which basically shut down the middle of the field. They could not run up the middle. No offense could run up the middle. No offense could run off the side because the linebackers were being untouched. And the linebackers were Ray Lewis, Peter Boulware, and Jamie Sharper. 1 Hall of Famer and 2 perennial Pro Bowlers. 2 shutdown corners, Dwayne Starks, Chris McAllister, Rod Woodson. In the backfield, a free safety, Kim Herring, strong safety. We'll see. I don't think in this day and age that you can allow, being it's a 17-game season, 175 points in a year. But you never know. Micah Parsons is a transcendent generational player. Trayvon Diggs got paid, right? 5 years, $97 million, up to over $100 million. Sometimes guys get paid. They start to relax. Trayvon is stepping his game up. stepping it up. If Mozzie can continue to grow during the season and become that run stuffer that we want him to be, along with Jonathan Hankins and O.C. Digizua has his breakout season as a 3-tech, pocket collapser, with our shutdown corners and our safety linebackers and our vicious pass rush, you never know. We might be able to do something like that. We allowed, 64 rushing yards against the Jets. Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook combined for under 20 yards on the ground. Zach Wilson was the leading rusher. We'll see about that. Topic 2, can Mike McCarthy continue this great play calling? He's looking better than Kellen. Because I think if Kellen Moore is still our OC, going into yesterday's game without our left guard, Tyler Smith, having Chuma Adoga going up against Quinton Williams the majority of the time, without Brandon Cooks, the receiver that makes the DBs had to step back a little bit because he has that 4.3 speed still. No Zeke Elliott, power back banger. Would our offense been able to put up more than 20 yesterday? Would Dak Prescott throw 2 interceptions? I mean, I know he almost had that pick 6, but he didn't. And like I said, even if Sauce would have taken that to the house, I believe we still would have won. Mike McCarthy's his play calling is looking beautiful. I mean, he got Brett Favre out of throwing a lot of picks. He got Aaron Rodgers out of it. And now he's starting to whisper into Dak Prescott's ear. The reason why Kellen Moore was the OC last year is because the Jones family loved him. And after another debacle against San Fran, back-to-back years, McCarthy in his last season said, Jerry, this is my last year on my contract. We got to do it my way or no way. Let me coach this team. Yeah, I know we were making fun of Mike McCarthy in 2021 and kind of last season. Like, what does he do? I retract those statements. Especially if he continues to do what he's doing now, which is coach the team and call the offense. I know Brian Shoddy is assisting him in that, but they're still doing a great job. Great job. Item 3, what's this offensive line going to look like when we have our starting 5 out there? We haven't seen that yet. Tyler Smith is a very, very special offensive lineman. He was the best rookie offensive lineman in the draft last year. We took him in the late first round. Everybody thought it was the worst pick out of Tulsa. Led FBS in penalties. That was because he was a very physical player. Played through that, goes to the whistle. Tyler Smith gets back at left guard maybe this week, and we see that starting 5. I think our running game will be unstoppable because we can run off that right side pretty good. Terrence Steele's coming off that ACL injury better and better. Off week 1, week 2, he'll continue to ascend. Tyler Smith plugs up that left guard spot. That's a grown man right there. Chuma can't hold a candle to him, nor can TJ Bass yet. TJ Bass looks like he might be another UDFA gem. Who's better at finding UDFAs than us, man? I'll tell you something else. I believe that week 5, we're going to go to San Fran. Being that San Fran has the Giants this week, I'm pretty sure they're going to be 3-0. So are we. Week 5, I'm pretty sure we'll both be 4-0. We're going to go back to the Bay, back to the scene of the crime. If we have our starting 5 linemen playing that game, Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Biadash Morton, and Steele, and then Cook's ready to go, I believe that we'll be able to run the ball on that offense, even though they have Hargrave, Kinlaw, Bosa, Warner, all them boys. I think we'll be able to run the ball, pass the ball. I think San Fran has another thing coming with that starting five. Tyron Smith, man, his PFF grade is out the roof. I mean, he's looking so good right now. If he can stay healthy all season, hell, Zach Martin's the one getting banged up. He tweaked his groin during the week, and he rolled his ankle in the game. Good thing is that after the game, you saw him walking with no limp, no impediments, anything like that. So he should be fine. I wouldn't mind. I mean, if Tyler's not 100%, sit him. I do not want to rush him or Cooks back. If Cooks' MCL sprain is not 100%, sit him against Arizona. We can beat Arizona without Brandon Cooks and Tyler Smith. I would like Tyler Smith to have a game before San Fran. I don't want him just his first game back to go against that San Fran defensive front. If he can come back at least against the Patriots, and they're going to bring their defense, that'd be good. He'll be able to shake off the rust and then be ready for that Sunday night game against the Niners. And if that starting five can stay healthy all season, once Tyler gets back, you know what I mean, relatively healthy. A player might miss a game here or there. But nobody goes down for a significant amount of time. Nobody goes out for the season. That starting five can play all season. Just like the front office pictured. Then, shoot, man. Like I've been saying all season, get your popcorn ready because it's going to be a show. My fourth topic, this ain't going to be a long video. Fourth topic, with a 5-0 start and a win at San Fran, start making people believe this team is a real deal. Because I would be going against two elite defenses and winning those games. When you know, I mean, dating back to 2019, whenever Dak started throwing the ball across the yard, we start off 3-0, right? We beat the Giants, Dolphins, and Washington, in the order of Giants, Washington, and Dolphins. Three of the worst teams in the league that season. And then week 4, we had the Saints. Drew Brees is hurt. So we're like, oh man, what a gift. We got the Saints week 4. Teddy Bridgewater's the quarterback. 4-0 start. Here we come. We go play the Saints, and we can't put up more than 10. We lose 12-10 because the Saints had a defense. The following week, we play Green Bay. They have a defense. Shut us down. 2021, we play a team with a defense. Don't get anywhere. San Fran is the only team that could have made us exit the playoffs when we did because of that defense. If we start off 5-0, we put up 30 against the Jets, and say we put up 24-30 against San Fran, offensive points, and we're 5-0 after that, will people start drinking the Kool-Aid? Because I'm telling y'all, this year the Kool-Aid is made with water, sugar, and a Kool-Aid mix. It's not spiked. It's the real deal. I've been sipping it this off season. Taste some. It's real. I think so. And then I think we start off 5-0. I think Philly's going to be shaking in their boots when we come into their stadium week 9. And my fifth and last topic, just wanted to touch base with y'all, Cowboy Nation. This team is not ready just to win this season. I mean, this team is locked, loaded, and ready to go all the way this year. But not only this year, but years to come. Our window, we have a good, solid 6-7 year window. Real talk. Because the cornerstone of our team is so young, just like in the early 90s. We have the triplets, right? We don't have the triplets right now. We have 88, a young 88. But we don't have a young quarterback. Dak's 31. He could probably play till he's 38, 39. Quarterbacks doing that nowadays. And we'll be going through running backs during that time. Tony Pollard ain't going to play for another 6 years for us. But the cornerstone on offense right now, the two young studs on the line, Tyler Smith and Terrence Steele. I think Zach Martin can play at a high level till about 37, 38 years old, just like Jason Kelsey for the Eagles. Jason Ferguson, going to wind up being an amazing tight end. Schoonmaker could be also. And Jalen Tolbert, could he become the next big number 2 wide receiver opposite Lamb? He looked pretty good yesterday. People were raving about him all offseason. Jalen Tolbert just probably needed that rookie season under his belt, catch up with the speed of the NFL. I mean, he wasn't playing Division I, Mississippi. Alabama, Alabama State, or where the hell he came from? Small college. He balled out there. I think it took him a season to acclimate to the NFL. I think during the year he's going to get better and better. Gallup not looking so sharp right now. I think, if anything, Tolbert could become the next big number 2 receiver opposite Lamb. 2 young guys right there. On defense, you got Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons, Deron Bland. Opposite LVE. How am I blanking on Damone Clark? DeMarvion Overshawn, who's going to come back next year with a vengeance. If Mozzie Smith is who we think he is, he's a rookie already. If Osa has his breakout season this year, Adigizua could be that 3-tech defensive tackle we've been looking for. Donovan Wilson, J-Ron Curse, those guys are not old. I mean, this team is very young. This team could go on a run and not just get number 6, but could possibly get number 7 and maybe number 8 for us in the next 5 to 7 years. That's to be seen. But first, we got to take care of business this season. And right now, I don't see another team in the NFL that looks as good as we do. I know the Rams have surprised. They won week 1. They took San Fran to the brink yesterday. 1-score game. I don't think they're going to keep it up. Their defense is full of rookies. They have, 12 draft picks? All of them made the team. Cooper Kupp hasn't played yet. Matthew Stafford's elbow injury wasn't as bad as they thought. But they gave San Fran a run for their money. I've just never seen us start this good. Maybe you could say maybe 1999. No. Yeah. 1999, the first 2 games. Pretty similar to this. No. Not even then, because week 1 was overtime, 41-35 against Washington. I don't know. All I know is that this team is ready to go, locked and loaded right now, and not just now, but for seasons to come. This season, I would not be surprised. I'm guaranteeing that we make minimum the championship game. Minimum. And I'm very confident we get the number 1 seed. We are better than Philadelphia. We look a hell of a lot better than they do right now. San Fran looks like the only team that could give us trouble, and we still look like the better team. Our pass rush is unmatched, and we are starting to stop the run. Teams were gashing us on the run last season. Not so far, not yet. Breece Hall, who gashed Buffalo up and down week 1, couldn't do nothing with us. And Micah Parsons, man, you cannot say enough about that kid. Yesterday, 2 sacks, 3 TFLs, forced fumble recovery, almost a touchdown. 7 takeaways. If hypothetically, if we were to win the Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy as head coach, Dan Quinn as defensive coordinator, would y'all want McCarthy to come back as head coach, or would y'all want Dan Quinn to be the next head coach? Because everybody knows we don't want Quinn to leave. I mean, he's just amazing on the defensive side of the ball. Or do we have so much talent on that side of the ball that if we do win the big one and Quinn leaves for another head coaching job, could we get another good defensive coordinator in here to keep the defense, still very, very, very good? I mean, I think the defense is going to peak this season. I don't think we're going to see them as good next year or the year after as they are going to be this year. This year is going to be single season, one of the best. One of the historically best single season defenses you will see this year. The Cowboys put on the field. My prediction still stands 14-3. I believe we're going to be 14-2 after 16. Probably have the number 1 seed locked up by then. Go to Washington, play your starters in the first half. Second half, put the backups in. Sam Howell's going to want, to go out on a high note. Maybe they're playing for the 7 seed. Who knows? 14-3, number 1 seed. We're starting to get home field advantage back. We haven't had that in a long time. We are very good at home now. Win 1 game at home, hosting a city championship game. Whether it be Philly, San Fran, or a dark horse, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, the Rams. You never know. All I know is that we'll be ready. This team is ready to go, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share. Later on this week, I'll break down this game against Arizona, who everybody thought was going to tank. They don't look like they're tanking. They gave Washington everything they could handle, and should have beat Giants. They just fell apart at the end. Saquon Barkley got an ankle sprain, but it ain't going to matter because they got San Fran on Thursday night. So, might as well rest him anyway. That's probably going to be a blowout. I'm calling that already. If you're a sports bettor and the line is San Fran -10, take it. It'll probably be up there somewhere like that. Daniel Jones is going to have another terrorizing game. Keep God first and foremost, guys. He comes before everything, even this. Seek him in his righteousness. Everything else in your life will fall into place. I am a living testimony of that. Please subscribe, like, and share, guys. I cannot reiterate that enough. Cowboy Nation, I'll see y'all later on this week. Be cool, calm. Catch you on the flip side. Charles and Charges out.